We'll start on our backs today. And you can bend your knees, have your legs straight, maybe rest them against each other or let them fall open away from each other. Just make yourself comfortable. And also, your hands can be out away from the body. It can be overhead. You can rest them on your body just to help guide your breathing, whatever you like. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, please do so. If not, just lower your gaze and keep your gaze still. Just to try to signal to the mind that our interest is inward. What does it feel like inside my experience? And the main thing that we're going to look at and be curious about is our breath. Mostly because it's always there, but also because it's really neutral. And thirdly, because our breath helps us with our stretching. So you can just start to feel your breath however it is. And notice if just the act of turning your attention to your breath starts to change your breath. Maybe there's a self-consciousness that interferes with the natural flow of breath. That's normal. Everything changes by observing it. But we want to do our best to not influence the breath when we're not trying to influence the breath, and to influence it when that serves us. Okay, now we'll start to deepen the breath by breathing into the belly, inflating the belly. And then when we exhale, deflating the belly. And then on your next inhale, after you inflate the belly, continue breathing in and expand the ribs. And then on your next breath, inflate the belly, expand the ribs, and then breathe all the way up into the chest. And the exhale comes out from the chest, then the ribs, then the belly. Now keep the breath going just as it is. Bring the hands onto the knees. And then as you exhale, bring the knees in. And then as you inhale, just let the knees rock away from you. And as you exhale and the knees come in, let it really release all the air out of the belly. And then let the fullness of the breath into the belly kind of naturally open the thighs away from you. We'll do a few more like that. And then bring the hands under your lower back. And we'll do a more challenging version of that. And if you're not up for the challenging version, then you can continue with what we've been doing. So on the exhale, the knees come in. On the inhale, we extend them all the way forward. Exhale in. Inhale forward and try to get close to the ground. So the feet are not going to touch the ground. On the inhale, we're just straightening the legs and extending them forward. Straight legs, feet hovering above the ground. So on the inhale, we're not lowering the feet to the floor. We're straightening the legs out into the air. And then the exhale coming in. That's it. And you can go faster if you want. Up to you. Just keep staying with the rhythm of your breath. Okay, and then relax the feet down on the ground. Release your hands out from behind you. And then extend your legs straight up in the air. Initially hold on to the backs of the legs and just point and flex the feet. Circle the feet around at the ankles. Then the other way. Okay. And then bring the arms straight up into the air. Take a breath in and then exhale and reach to the right foot. Lifting your head. Inhale down. Exhale, left foot. Inhale down. Continue like that at your own pace. One more each side. And then hug the knees in. Gently rock your head from side to side. Slow, steady, even breath. Be aware of your breath. Okay. Now we're going to do a little variation on the one that we just did. So the legs are going to come up again. And this time, we're not going to reach up. We're going to reach the side. But when we reach the right side, we're going to send our legs to the left side. And then we're going to come center. If it's bothering your head, you can do it with your hands clasped behind your head if your neck would be happier that way. One more each side. And again, knees to chest. Gently roll your head across the floor, nice and slow. Feel the sensations on the back of your head. Feel your breath. Okay. Return to center. Bring the feet on the ground. And then we'll do one more for our abs. This one more for the upper abs. Arms are straight up in the air. And then we're going to lift the hands straight up. Think about the chin lifting straight up. So we're not curling. We're not doing a sit up. We're just going up and down, up and down. Keep your chin, so you don't want to lift your head like this. You want to lift your chin. Two more. Beautiful. Relax down. Last time. Rolling your head all the way to one side, all the way to the other side. Okay. Then we'll stretch the neck. So I'm going to bring the right hand to the left side of the head and pull the head over toward the right shoulder. Meanwhile, reach your left hand around your left ankle and then start to walk your left foot as far forward as you can without losing your grip. And then just slow, relaxed breathing. And release your hand. With your right hand, help your head back to center. Releasing the right hand now and bringing the left arm overhead. Left arm to the right side of the head. And then bending the head toward the left shoulder. And then reaching the right hand around the right ankle. And then hold on tight and then start to walk your foot away from your buttock. Slow, deep breathing. Release the right hand, use your left hand to push your head back to center. Bring the hands back to the knees, knees into the hands. And then rock yourself up, tucking your chin to your chest, kicking your feet to get yourself all the way up, and then holding on your sit bones. Good. And then we'll take the first two fingers around the big toes and then open the legs out to the side. And then pull toward you with your fingers and roll the shoulder blades down. Can your legs open wider? Can your chest lift more? Can you relax your shoulders down? Okay, now slowly bring your legs to the front. Close your legs. Again, pull the fingers toward you, bringing the upper back forward and the shoulder blades down. Then release your hands, send them forward, and slowly lower the legs down. Once the feet come down, flex the feet, lift the arms, inhale. And then exhale, reaching forward, lengthening your spine, laying your belly toward your thighs. Relax the arms down. Really feel the arms relaxing. The upper arm bone from the shoulder to the elbow slides down toward the ground and the head drops. Now push down through the thighs, forward through the heels, and in with the toes. Long, slow breath. Legs are active, rest of the body's passive. And then inhale up, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands to the ground behind you. And then we're either going to take an upward plank or an upward table. Upward table, the feet bend and you lift the hips. Upward plank, the legs stay straight and you lift the hips and you try to touch your toes to the floor. Keep lifting the hips, drop the head back. Long, slow breath. Okay, release the buttocks down. Turn the hands the other way so that the palms are facing up. The hands are tucked under. So the fingers are pointing toward the wall behind you. And then just lean back. Okay, release the hands, shake them out. And then we'll come over onto hands and knees. If you're feeling like you want a gentler practice today, then you can bring your hands under your shoulders for cat and cow. If you want a more vigorous practice, bring your hands in front of your shoulders for upward dog and downward dog, or you can do any variation in between. So maybe you like downward dog, but you don't like upward dog. You can do a cow for your inhale and then a downward dog for your exhale. Just make it your own. Begin when you're ready. If you're doing the upward dog, downward dog version, you're rolling over onto the tops of your feet for the upward dog. You're keeping the knees off the ground. The only thing that's touching are the hands and the tops of the feet. The shoulders roll back, the chest extends out. Press the heels down as you come into your downward dog if you're doing that. And whichever variation you're doing, maintain a really full, steady breath. Okay, and then let's all come into downward dog, whichever version you're doing. Spread the fingers wide and press forward through all 10 fingers. Press the thighs back and the heels down. Press the inner ankles toward the outer ankles so that you lift your arches. Roll the shoulders down your back. And then try to fold your belly toward your thighs. Release the head down toward the ground. Maintain a sense of forward pressure in your fingers. Breathing belly, ribs, chest. Lifting the belly as you exhale. Inhale and lift the right leg up. Bend the knee and make big circles in the air with the knee. Circle the other way. And then keep the knee lifted, but press it back behind you. Flex the foot and press the foot back. Push into the hands. Sink into the left heel. Look under your right arm. So your belly is facing sideways, not down. You're peeling your right hip open and trying to stack it on top of the left hip. Turning your body to face right. Okay, and then lift that right leg straight up into the air. Look forward past your hands. And then step the foot up between your hands. Bring the back heel onto the ground. And we're going to windmill up into a warrior two. Roll your inner thighs out. Relax your shoulders down. Rotate your belly to the left. Gaze to the right. Okay, now we're going to modify the reverse warrior and bring the left hand behind the back. And then take the right arm up and arch back like you're arching over your left forearm. Deep breath. Okay. Now come back into warrior two, arms out to the side, and we're going to revolve it. We're going to turn the body to face right. We're going to push strongly back into that left foot. Breathe deep. Bring the hands together at the heart center. And then fold and hook that left elbow over the right thigh. Lift your chest toward your hands. Take a breath. And then exhale, push your right hand down into your left hand, rotating even further. With each exhale, try to get a little more twist. Okay, untwist and bring the hands to the ground. Walk them forward and lift that left leg up. Now, if you want more of a challenge, you can bring one of your hands to your right leg or even both of your hands to your right leg. And bend your right knee, lower the foot back to the back of your mat. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right foot so that the arm is up against the knee and calf. And then lift the left arm up to the sky. Okay. Now we're going to take it into side angle. If you're facing sideways, then the only difference is that left arm comes overhead. But if you're not able to stack your left ribs on top of your right ribs with your hand on the ground, then you lift up and you rest your elbow on your thigh. So for side angle, you really want to be sideways. For a lot of people, having the hand on the floor means that they're facing down, not sideways. And then that's when you need to bring the hand up onto the thigh instead. Pressing back with the foot, reaching through the fingers. Okay. And then bring the left hand down. Take that right hand to the outside of the right foot. Step back into a plank. And then lower into a chaturanga, hovering above the floor or all the way to the ground. And then come into upward dog or cobra if you're on the ground. And then downward dog. Okay. Other leg. Let's lift the left leg up, bend the knee, and circle big. And reverse. Then hold the knee up in the air, bending it. Press the Left foot back behind you, rolling your belly open to the left, looking under your left arm, pressing into your hands, sinking your right foot. Try to face your belly to the side as much as possible. Good. And then lift that leg straight up in the air, look forward, and then step the foot up between the hands. Back heel comes to the ground. Lead with your right arm as you windmill all the way up into warrior two. Arms out to the side. Deep knee in that front leg. Roll the belly to the right. Gaze past your left hand. Shoulders relax down. Don't lean forward. Keep your body vertical. You're still leaning forward. Just check in with your feet. Do you have more weight in your front foot than your back foot? If you have any more weight in your front foot, it's because you're leaning forward. So keep shifting weight into your back foot by leaning back until the balance is even. Okay. Now we'll do that variation on our reverse warrior. Right hand comes behind the back, bending it. Left arm lifts up, and we reach all the way back. Stay connected to your breathing. Okay, comes back into warrior two arms. And then we're going to rotate the whole thing 180 degrees, going to the left. Pushing back strong into that right foot. Breathing deeply in, exhaling, turning. Okay, come back to center. Hands to the heart. And hook the elbow over the thigh. Lift and lengthen through your chest. And then as you exhale, press the left hand down, rotating the spine up and to the left. Deep breath, a little deeper into the twist with each exhale. Unwind from that, bring the hands down, walk them a little bit forward till there's weight in your hands, and then lift that right leg all the way up, folding over your left leg. And again, if you want, you can make this one-handed or zero-handed. And then lower the back foot back to the back of your mat, bending into that left knee again. And then bring the left hand to the inside of the left foot, bringing the arm against the knee, and then spinning the right arm up, tucking the left ribs under you. That's nice. And then bring the arm overhead, reaching toward the front of the room. And if you're not able to stack your right ribs over your left ribs, then you come into this version of a side angle pose with the elbow on the thigh above the knee. And then bring the hand down. Take that left hand to the outside of the foot to step into plank. And then slowly lower toward the floor or to the floor. Upward dog or cobra. And downward dog. Let downward dog be like your resting pose. Just coming back to stillness within, coming back to a slow breath if you lost that. Okay. And then walk the hands to the feet. And soft knees, slowly roll up. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release them down. Standing in stillness and mountain pose. Feet under hips. Closing the eyes if that's comfortable. Feeling your legs sinking into the ground. Feeling your upper body lifting toward the sky. Slowing your breath. And then slowly open your eyes and step your left foot in front of your right foot. Bring the arms up and interlace all the fingers except the index fingers, coming into Steeple Mudra. Take a breath in and lift tall. And then exhale, bend to the left. You can let your head rest on your left arm. Your gaze is going to come down and to the right to stabilize you. And then come back up. Bringing the right foot in front of the left. Inhaling tall. Exhaling hips left. Torso right. Eyes down and left. And inhale up. Bring the feet back to side by side. Release the arms down. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, arms up one more time. Exhale, swan dive, folding forward, straight legs. Feet push down, thighs lift up, navel lifts in and up. Spine lengthens toward the floor. Okay, bend your knees any amount you need to for the hands to come onto the ground, and take the hands wide apart. We really want to be able to bring the palms down on the ground fully. Okay, now we're going to take the left hand off the ground, step the left hand back behind us, let the right foot pivot and turn the body to face upward. In theory, the left leg is straight. I'll explain it better when we do the other side. Okay. Start to come down, pivoting that right foot. Step the left foot back. Bending the knees enough to have the hands on the ground, nice and wide. And then we're going to step the right foot all the way back behind the left foot so that the leg is straight. And then we're going to pivot that left foot until we pivot, facing the belly to the sky. In theory, the right leg is straight. Right leg. There you go. Okay. And then as the right hand comes down, the left foot pivots. The right foot comes back. And we'll come into child's pose. Let the arms relax over the legs. And now let's stop controlling the breath. Just see what it's like to do nothing here. Not even trying to breathe. Okay, slowly lift yourself up. Okay, we're going to come into a half headstand. So if you're not comfortable being on your head, then you want to try to do some inversion. So perhaps you can just do legs up the wall, or maybe you want to do a half shoulder stand or a shoulder stand. You want to get the legs up to reverse the circulation, but also it's nice to get the heart above the head. So we're going to plant the hands with the fingers spread wide, shoulder width apart on the floor. And then we're going to walk the knees up so that we can bring the top of the head on the ground so that the head is the apex of a triangle, with the hands being the other 2 points of the triangle. Now, one of the keys here is that when the elbows bend, we don't want them falling out to the side. There's no power in that. We want to keep the elbows in line with the wrists and in line with the shoulders. And then we want to keep the elbows above the wrists. So we're going to lift the knees off the ground and start to walk the feet forward and check, are your elbows above your wrists? If they are, come up onto your tippy toes to lift your knees higher and then place your knees on the backs of your elbows. And then the feet should just easily come off the ground. If you like doing a whole headstand, the full version, and to take your legs up in the air, feel free to do that. And slowly lower your feet down. Come onto your knees. And we'll come back into child's pose. Holding the arms alongside the body. Yeah, you're welcome to keep trying that, Ming, if you want. While we rest, you keep at it. Nice. Watch that right elbow was kind of splaying out a little bit. Yeah, the left one looked good. The right one was kind of winging. Just to have more stability if the elbow stays in and lines up with the wrist. Then you're not requiring your strength as much. You just have the bones stacked up nicely. Okay. Okay, and then slowly lift up so that you're sitting on your feet in rock pose. Drop the chin to the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. If you want to add your hands, you're welcome to clasp your hands behind your back and just let the heaviness of the elbows hang down. But don't round your back. Keep your heart lifted and keep the bend in the neck, not in the back. Okay. Lift the head. Release the hands if you're using them. We're going to do some lion's breath. So lion's breath is a deep inhale through the nose. On the exhale, the fingers lift off the thighs and shoot out like claws. And the mouth opens wide. The tongue reaches down to your chin. The eyes open wide and the eyes roll up toward the sky. And you exhale with sound out of your mouth. Now, I know that I'm not the only one who feels frustration about things that are going on in the world, maybe some things going on in your life. This is a great opportunity to let it out. Don't worry how you look. Don't worry how you sound. Just give it your all. Inhale deep and exhale and let it go. Don't forget the fingers off the knees. One more. Give it everything. then just sit upright. We'll calm the energy down with some alternate nostril breathing. First two fingers of either hand at the third eye, the point between your brows. The index finger and thumb of the other hand coming together on your lap. And then close off the thumb. Inhale through the other side. Exhale, close off the other side. Breathe out the thumb side. Inhale, same side. Exhale, switch. Switching on each exhale. Eyes rolling up to the point where your fingers touch your brow. Release. Come off your feet onto your buttocks and onto your back. Have the knees bent. Lift the tailbone. Tuck it under. Lower back down. And release your legs. Shake them out. If you're using an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes now. And then release the arms out to the side. Maybe close your eyes if you don't have a pillow. And take a deep breath, sweeping through your whole body. Exhaling, releasing the whole body into the ground. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, teeth separate, lips part. Inhale deep. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Letting go of thoughts and images. And resting the mind on the feel of the breath. Once you feel connected to the breath, let it go. Just letting it breathe however it does. And continuing to watch it. Resting in it. And if you catch the mind wandering away from the breath, that happens. No problem. Just come back again and again. Deeply relaxed. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock gently side to side. Feel the ground massaging your back. Come center, rub the soles of the feet together and the palms of the hands together. Roll onto your side, resting your head on your bottom arm, resting your body on the ground, resting in the goodness that you've cultivated through your practice. Really take it in with delight and gratitude for yourself. And then slowly make your way up to sitting. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting through the crown of the head. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, hands together, front of the heart. Inhale, the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.